You are working harder than your parents ever did. Yet, you are falling further and further behind. The dream of owning a home is dead for 99% of you. It is not because you aren't saving enough. It is not because you buy too many lattes. The truth is much more brutal than that. The game has been rigged while you were sleeping. In 2026, everything changed forever. Housing prices have jumped 79% in just a few years. But your paycheck definitely did not jump 79%. This video is for the person who feels stuck. The person who wonders why the math doesn't work. I am going to show you the hidden gears of the system. By the end, you will understand why you are being priced out. We are going through 5 levels of the modern housing trap. Most people think they are stuck at level 1. But level 4 is where the real psychological war is won. If you miss level 5, you will spend your life as a tenant. A tenant to the banks and the billionaire corporations. Stay with me, because the reset is already happening. Look at the numbers. Today, you need an income of over $92,000 a year. That is just to buy a typical home in the US. In 2026, that number was nearly 80% lower. The middle class is being quietly erased. Inflation is eating your savings like a virus. You save $10,000, but the house price goes up $50,000. It feels like running on a treadmill that keeps speeding up. Are you tired of running? Most people respond by working more hours. They think more labor is the solution to a systemic problem. But you cannot work your way out of a currency collapse. Here is the truth no one wants to admit. A house is no longer a simple place to live. It has become a high-stakes financial asset. The American dream was sold to you as a goal. But for the system, your mortgage is their profit. To win, you must stop thinking like a consumer. You must start thinking like the 1%. They don't want you to own land. They want you to subscribe to your life. Level 1, the affordability gap. The math of the old world is broken. In the past, one income could buy a house and a car. Now, 2 professional incomes can barely cover the rent. The gap between wages and prices is a canyon. For example, look at a standard suburban home. In 2020, it cost $300,000. Today, that same house is $530,000. Your boss did not give you a $230,000 raise. This is not a housing crisis. It is a purchasing power crisis. The dollar is buying less house every single day. Do you see the pattern yet? The money in your bank account is losing its flavor. If you keep it there, you are choosing to stay poor. Level 2, the bank trap. Banks are not in the business of helping you buy a home. Banks are in the business of selling you debt. When you sign a 30-year mortgage, you aren't an owner. You are a long-term tenant of the bank. Look at the interest you pay over 3 decades. On a $500,000 loan, you might pay back $1.1 million. Who is the real winner in that transaction? Banks make themselves richer while you stay broke. They want you to trust them with your savings. But they pay you 0.01% while charging you 7%. This is a legal way to steal your time. Why do we accept this as normal? Because everyone else is doing it. But the majority is always broke. Stop for a second. Look at your bank app. Is that money growing or is it dying? If you are waiting for a crash, you might wait forever. Level 3, the institutional takeover. Something bigger is happening behind the scenes. Wall Street has entered the neighborhood. Billion-dollar hedge funds are outbidding you on starter homes. They don't care about the best house. They care about cash flow. They want to turn the world into a paper economy. In this economy, you own nothing. You rent your house. You lease your car. You subscribe to your software and your entertainment. Even Bitcoin is being taken over by Wall Street now. The rich are escaping the dollar by buying hard assets. They are buying the land you want to live on. If you don't buy an asset, you become the asset. They will harvest your monthly paycheck forever. But here is where it gets dangerous. Most people will watch this and feel hopeless. They will complain about the greedy corporations. Complaining will not pay your bills or buy your house. There is a way to beat the system. But it requires a total reset of your mind. The next level is the most important one. Level 4, the identity crisis. Your results match your identity, not your desires. Most people have a tenant identity. They work to pay bills. They spend what they make to look rich. They treat money like a reward for their labor. The 1% treat money like a soldier. They send their money out to bring more money back. You are struggling because you are playing by the old rules. You were told to get a degree and a safe job. That path is a dead end in 2026. If you want to own a home, you must stop acting like a consumer. You must become an investor first and a homeowner second. Think about it. If you buy an investment that pays you $2,000 a month, that investment can pay for your rent elsewhere. Now, you are using the system to buy your freedom. Do you have a bad relationship with money? Do you think rich people are evil? That mindset is the biggest wall between you and a home. Level 5, the new rules of wealth. The American Dream 2.0 is about cash flow. Ownership of a primary residence is a liability. It takes money out of your pocket every month. The rich are focusing on assets that put money in. Dividend stocks, real estate rentals, private businesses. Follow the 75-15-10 rule. Spend 75% of what you earn. Invest 15% into assets that grow. Save 10% for emergencies. If you do this, your money starts to compound. Soon, your investments will grow faster than housing prices. This is how the rich stay rich during a collapse. They don't save paper, they own the things that create value. Stop trying to save for a house. Start building a portfolio that buys the house for you. Climax. The most powerful idea is this. The housing market isn't going back to normal. The world is resetting into two groups. Group 1, the owners. Group 2, the users. The owners will control the land, the AI, and the energy. The users will work 40 years to pay the owners. You are at a crossroads right now. You can keep waiting for the system to fix itself. Or you can accept the brutal truth. The system is working exactly as intended. It is designed to keep you productive but poor. Your only escape is to stop being normal. Normal is broke. Normal is stressed. Normal is a tenant. Be the minority. Think differently than the 99%. You will never own a home by following the old rules. But you can build a life of freedom by following the new ones. It starts with one choice today. Invest in your mind before you invest in the market. The reset is coming for your money. Will you be a victim or will you be ready? Stop complaining. Start creating. The door to homeownership isn't locked. You just have to stop using the wrong key. If you're ready to stop being a tenant of the system, subscribe. Let's build real wealth together.